Howdy everybody, appreciate you stopping by. Hey, it has been a very good day and a very beautiful day here in northern Indiana. It is even more pleasant than it was last weekend, and started out really good because I actually had a visitor to the Woodyard this morning, and that visitor was Mike from K&L Firewood. As many of you that watch might know, my friend Mark and I do a podcast together called a BS podcast, and it's generally just the two of us chatting about whatever comes to mind. It's usually a lot of rambling, but and a lot of left turns. But the point of the matter is Mike came up and talked to Mark and I about the upcoming Hoosier Firewood Hysteria. So April 4th and 5th in Greentown, Indiana at the Howard County Vietnam Veterans Memorial Campground. The event will be taking place April 4th and 5th. And I'm going to put links in the description for this video to Mike's website, K&L Firewood's event page, where you can get more information about the event. You can get to the sign-up sheet for the event. If you listen to the podcast episode, which will also be linked down below, Mike kind of talks about what the purpose of the sign-up sheet is. That's going to have to do with food and stuff while we're there. But if you're interested in going, we hope to see you there. I've been the last 2 years, and as this is the third year for it, and it is a phenomenal event. If you haven't been before, you should definitely try and make it this year. It's just a really good time with like-minded firewood folks. We produce a lot of firewood for the veterans organization there at the campground, and there's just a lot of good fellowship among like-minded individuals. And it's a good opportunity for folks that participate in the content creation to meet face to face, whether you make videos or you just consume videos. It's just a good time to get out and meet in person. So hopefully we will see you all there. And while I get back to splitting, I did record us, or videoed us recording the podcast, which is not something I typically do. Mark and I generally just do an audio podcast, but today I thought I would take a little bit of a video of it, and I'm going to let you guys check out a section of that while I get back to splitting. And then I will catch up with you at the after that's over. So check this out, and I'll be back with you shortly. Well, I guess we'll get to the big thing that we want to talk about while you were here is an event that's coming up April 4th and 5th.
Yes, sir.
In Greentown, Indiana.
Yes, sir.
At the Howard County Vietnam Veterans Memorial Campground.
You got it.
It's a lot to say.
You didn't even read that, did you?
No.
I didn't.
Wow.
But this has been going on for 3 years. This will be the third year, right?
Yes.
Yep. And it's called Hoosier Firewood Hysteria.
Correct.
What?
I don't think I even need to be here. He's doing a great job.
Yeah.
What brought this about? This is the part I can't answer.
Okay. So it was, I think, YouTube kind of driven as well. There's a guy on the east side of Indiana, Indiana Doug. I don't know if you watch him or not, but he's a chainsaw nut.
Yep.
Super dude. And I had an older saw that I was selling, and he was interested in it. So he's like, I just got to come over to your Woodyard. We'll hang out for a day, and we'll just.
You guys did a video.
We did.
Yeah,
we did a couple videos. Yeah, it was a great time. Super guy. Well, he and I got to talking that wouldn't it be cool, me and him were just thinking about doing this. Wouldn't it be cool just to go to somebody's house that was either disabled or couldn't split wood anymore, but still heated with wood and whatever. Just split all their wood for them. You know, just showed up, split all their wood, said, hey, you know, see you later. Thanks. It was fun.
Yeah.
You know, just to do it, you know. But yeah, that sounds really cool. We should do that. I thought, well, you know, why couldn't we do that on a bigger scale and, you know, maybe have a bunch of people involved and then donate the wood? And I thought, well, where's that going to happen? And I thought, well, we could have it at my house. And I thought, no, I don't want the liability.
Yeah.
So then it just kind of died. I stopped thinking about it for a minute. And then one day I just kind of woke up and I thought that veterans campground goes through an awful lot of firewood, and those guys aren't getting any younger. Right. And they've got a facility, and I wonder if they would be interested. So I went over, well, I bounced it off some guys first in the YouTube world. I don't think you and I think you and I actually met at the Hoosier Firewood Hysteria.
Yeah, we had talked a little bit through YouTube, but yeah, that was the first time we met.
So you weren't part of the committee at that point. You are now. But so I bounced some ideas off of some of the YouTube guys that I talked to, and some of them are out of state and far away, and they're like, yeah, if you get this done, we're coming. We're there. I was like, all right. So I go to the board meeting. Well, actually, I stopped in to the campground. If you've been there, it's just, I don't know, there's several buildings, but
it's a conglomerate of buildings.
Yeah, but there's one main building that they have, where they have all their meetings. They have a bar there and a nice kitchen. And I walk in, and there's one guy there sitting behind the bar, smoking cigarettes. And I walk in, I said,
sounds like a day well spent.
Yeah. I said, I've got a really odd request. I said, do you have a second? He's like, yeah. And so I said, well, I'm really into splitting firewood, and I've got a few friends that kind of like to do it too, and I know you guys go through a bunch. Would you be interested if, you know, some of us showed up one day and just split all the wood you had here? And at that point, they were getting tree service wood dropped off, and they were trying to work through it as they could. And he was like, are you serious? I was like, yeah, I'm serious. He's like, have you seen all the wood we have out there? It's like, yeah.
And it was a mess.
Yeah. I said, yeah, I think we can do it. Well, how long do you think it'll take you? Maybe a day. He's like, come on. I was like, well, I said, I think I can round enough guys up to help. They've got some pretty big equipment. He's like, all right. He said, well, if you're serious, he said, I'm the president of the campground. He said, I'll take it to the board and see what they say. Of course, they were all like, yeah, heck yeah, if somebody wants to come in here and volunteer and do all this. So that's, I guess, how it started.
Well, folks, it's only taken me 3 sessions out here running the log splitter, but I finally got a load on the old wood wagon. So I guess you could say I got a lot done while you were checking out the podcast. Hopefully you folks enjoyed seeing that little clip of the podcast and listening in on me and Mike and Mark chatting. And hopefully you'll go to one of the links below and check the whole thing out. We did have a really, really good time. So, and Mike, once again, I appreciate you coming up. I know it was a little bit of a drive for you, but I really do appreciate you coming up and chatting with Mark and myself. So, and again, I hope that you folks out there in the wonderful land of YouTube will come on out to the Indiana Hoosier Firewood Hysteria that Mike has been organizing the past couple of years. and hang out and spend the day with us. It's always a real good time. I haven't heard anybody that said that they were disappointed that they came. And we have a lot of folks that are really helping out. As many of you that have been know that we have a raffle that also raises money for the veterans organization there at the campground. And I know like Easton made log splitters. I know Wolf Ridge log splitters, Log Ox, Logrite, Egan Performance. Those are the ones I can think of off the top of my head. But there are a bunch of great companies that a lot of us use their products, and that are helping sponsoring and donating stuff for the raffle, which is fantastic. If you listen to the podcast, I know Mike lists off a few more that I'm forgetting of off the top of my head. But I really do, like I said, check out the link from Mike's website below, the events page there. You can get all the information and the sign-up sheet, and I think that'll wrap us up for today. So, appreciate y'all stopping by and hanging out with me for a little bit. Hope y'all have a great week, and I'll see you soon.